Paracomplete is a product that you will not find anywhere else. It was designed by doctors at Progressive Medical to have the most complete, as the name implies, outcome for patients. One of the things that we have noticed at Progressive Medical is that many conditions are not genetic, but are in fact controlled and influenced by infections in the body. Bacterial infections, yeast infections, or even parasites, as in the name Paracomplete. However, many times these infections aren't even tested for, so logical answers with logical conclusions won't even be explored. When the origin of a condition is actually an infection, what a nice thing that is compared to being a genetic issue, because you wipe out the bad bug and we can get to remission and patient lives go on. However, one of the problems with many of the interventions out there, particularly in standard of care, is that while you might kill off one type of infection, you trade it for another type. Think of the example of antibiotics. Many times when people take antibiotics, it will kill off not only the bad flora, the bad bacteria, but good bacteria as well. This is why we recommend probiotics alongside those style of therapies, but can also open up room for other bad bugs to grow, like yeast. Paracomplete avoids that by realizing at the same time that we attack a bacteria, we also want to think about a yeast and we want to think about parasites as well. Standard of care would have a hard time doing this because by the time you would layer all those therapies, they would have so many side effects that the cure might not even be worth the cost. Contrast that with something like Paracomplete using botanicals that are safe and have much less of a side effect profile, if any at all. This is another example of where instead of having side effects, we often have side benefits. For example, the berberines that are used in Paracomplete are an excellent antimicrobial, have even been compared to some antibiotics and found to be more effective. However, they're sparing of your good healthy flora. They don't kill it off in the same way that a conventional antibiotic would. In addition to that, those berberines help to lower your blood sugar, which is good for you, but also deprives the bad bacteria of the fuel they need to survive. It's a 1-2 in terms of how it works in your body. Furthermore, those same berberines help to heal your gut lining, making your gut lining less leaky. When we work with botanicals, they are often more gentle, but work in a number of different ways. And so when we put all of these additive effects together, we can get an outcome that's stronger, but without the same side effect level. So by using Paracomplete, we're able to address a broad array of infections, but in a way that's safe and in a way that often has side benefits rather than side effects. In fact, some of the botanicals in Paracomplete were even awarded a Nobel Prize in terms of helping with things like malaria. But we're using the same type of power in a botanical that's safe for your system. So staying on the cutting edge of medicine, looking in the direction that even Nobel Prize winners are looking at, but bringing that to you years before it's ever on the market anywhere else. And Paracomplete is something unique that you will only find at Progressive Medical.